Talking here. If anybody has a microphone that'll fit into a iPhone, we'll use it. But other than that, we are stuck with this little phone right here. And I'm going to actually use it on this thing. This might work. Who knows? Okay, folks, we are now attempting to go live. The UFO I Team is being hacked into, I think, because we could not get on the air worth our weight in gold trying to do what we're doing here. So I'm assuming that you can hear us out there now, folks. I'm going to turn up my volume. And what we're doing is broadcasting on our little iPhone across Night Dreams Talk Radio. So welcome, everyone, to the UFO I Team Wednesday night meeting. We are here.
But we can hear you all just fine.
Oh, thank heavens you can hear us, because we are, believe it or not, the people on Facebook and the people out there in the radio land around the world, I'm explaining what happened. We walk into Denny's, where America eats, and we are trying to start our meeting, and the Wi-Fi here is fine. The Wi-Fi is great, but all of a sudden, none of our devices, our laptops, and our iPads, none of them worked. I mean, literally could not respond to commands like my mouse or our screen touches when we try to get the iPads up and running. So we are just trying to figure this out. But in the meantime, we are back. Thank you for joining us. What is that? That is just you watching?
No, we got Brenda. Yeah, we got Brenda and Nicole.
Okay, you're in charge of telling us who the heck is harassing us out there in the big world. And first of all, before we do anything tonight, folks, we are going to go around the table. And excuse me my coughing. I think everybody is having the same problems with all this smoky atmosphere that we're dealing with here in the Pacific Northwest. But hopefully by Saturday, maybe it's going to clear out, I hear. So that's what we're hoping. Now, listen, as everyone knows here, no, I wanted to go the other way there, Stan, to make sure we get your beautiful face in there and everybody else's beautiful face. If you can't see yourself on that camera, they can't see you. So just so you know. So if you can, at the end of the table, lean in as much as possible. And make sure that you can be seen. And I'm going to introduce myself, and then we're going to go around the table and introduce each of us. Just kind of your name and a little bit about yourself. And we have 3 new people that have joined us here tonight. So we want them to introduce themselves to us as well. And literally, before we start, I think what I should do is thank our sponsors for all that they are doing for the UFO I Team. Believe it or not, we on Facebook Live are getting over 2,000 views every week just on our show. So thank you very much out there, Facebookers, and all the folks out in nightdreamstalkradio.com land. I want to thank all of you, because you guys are inching us up to 100,000 listeners per show here at the UFO I Team. That is just wonderful. By the way, if we can consistently get a little over 100,000 listeners every show, then what we'll be able to do is actually sell our production to terrestrial radio stations around the country. And actually then that will be able to be advertised, on their local media, and they can make money off of the UFO I Team production. So if you have the opportunity to share with your friends and tell them who the heck we are and where they can find us, that would be very helpful. So thank you for Denny's, where America eats, for sponsoring the UFO I Team and allowing us to come into the conference room here in South Everett, Washington State at 128th Street. That's where we are broadcasting from today. They're wonderful folks, and they really take care of us. And the food here is fantastic. It's fast, it's good, it's open 24 hours a day. How about that? And also we want to thank Gary Tombstone Anderson for sponsoring us on Night Dreams Talk Radio. I'll tell you what, if it hadn't been for Gary Anderson and Night Dreams Talk Radio, we would still be broadcasting in our little neck of the woods here, probably maybe to 50 people if we could like stretch it that far sometimes. So thank you very much for everything that you're doing out there, Gary. And of course, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Michael W. Hall. I am the paranormal lawyer, they call me, and the founder director of the Ufo I Team. And thank you for joining us tonight. Let's go around the table here with, how about Bree next?
Hi, my name is...
I have to talk way louder than that.
My name is Kathy Brock, also known as Bree Brockton, in our UFO I Team made-for-TV pitch pilot movie. And I am an experiencer. I've actually seen 2 different types of UFOs, different colors, different shapes, different sizes. The first was in 1979. The second was in 2015. So in between then, I've had a lot of paranormal experiences, and mostly with Indian spirits. And I've been a member of the...
Now that's intriguing. Holy mackerel, mostly Indian spirits.
Yeah.
You're talking First Americans, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tish just had one when we were up.
You got to talk way louder than that if you're going to jump in.
Sorry. Tish had one too recently when we were up north.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And this is the only microphone, you guys, on this little iPhone here. So that means you got to go really loud. Don't worry, we'll get back on. They'll
Battery died.
just the battery died. Do you need another battery?
Anyway, I just want to let you know that I found the UFO I Team, and I found a place to share my experiences and to hopefully hear your experiences. So thanks for listening.
Okay, that's Bree Brockton.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and so far as I know, I'm not an experiencer, although I've had. Am I really that soft?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You got a loud.
Okay.
You have the capability to be loud. I know that.
All right. So far as I know, I have not had an experience. However, I had a couple of what I would call anomalous experiences, which could have been in my childhood. I became quite interested in this subject in the late 90s when I was asked to participate in something called Project Watchfire, which was actually broadcast from the basement of a building at Microsoft where I work. And
Did you hear that? A basement at Microsoft, and it was called Project what?
Watchfire.
Oh my! Now that is intriguing. You could write a book on this.
Yes, it just blew my mind because it was my first experience, my first exposure to a lot of this. One of the people we interviewed was, I forget what his title is, Peniston? What is his?
Jim Peniston?
Yes.
Master Sergeant.
Master Sergeant Jim Peniston was interviewed about the landing of a UFO
Rendlesham Forest.
In Rendlesham Forest at Bentwaters in England. And since then, I've been quite interested, and I've done a lot of research since then. And what I like to do is interview people. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. If you guys have a story you want to tell us, we'll give you a way to let us know about that.
Yes, we will. And you have a way that we're going to talk about. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So stay tuned for that, folks. And our first guest tonight is
Sue. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Sue. Welcome to the UFO I Team weekly meeting here live at Kenny's Where America Is. Okay, so tell us about yourself.
Well, I've never had an encounter, but I just don't believe that we could be alone in the universe. There's been so many people, thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of incidences. So I've watched a lot of Ancient Aliens, and I was curious.
I'll
so
bet.
I drugged my husband and granddaughter.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful.
Tina, you want to say something? Just say hi.
Just say hi.
Oh, that was a soft one.
What is your name again? Athena is here. Thank you for joining us, Athena. Wonderful. And Chuck is next to jump.
Her husband that she drug out here.
Go ahead, speak up, buddy.
But I too don't believe that we're the only ones around in the universe to have all this fun down here. I'm sure there's others up and around doing the same thing as their Denny.
Yeah.
Or their universe.
Yeah.
Where the universe eats. How about that?
We'll have to change our slogan.
Good
Yeah.
Good job, Chuck. I like it. Okay.
Okay, next is Lee. But yes, there's one comment. We have advanced civilizations observing our planet with impunity. They can get around and mess with our nuclear weapons, jam up jet fighters, whatever. Is that missiles going into outer space at 14,000 miles an hour? Beam them? There's a lot of stuff happening. It's amazing to me that this information isn't more public, how it has been anonymized. However, my major thing is, what are we doing here? Astral travel is one of my major interests. And also the technology involved in power systems of the alien reproduction vehicle, which I've got more information on. And I ran across some more information on the Bob Lazar support model and how that system works. It's very interesting. It gets into the atomic stuff of the element 115s and things like this. Very interesting. I'll stop there.
And I guess I'm next. I'm Jacques. I'm an experiencer, investigator with the UFO I Team, and a social activist. I've been doing that the longest. But recently I've had experiences. I've had 2 sightings, one on video, and I seem to attract people that have had sightings, and I've been investigating those. And I'm actually going to be in a talk on September 9th in Seattle. I've got a PowerPoint presentation about black triangles specifically.
Where are you giving that?
In at the Broadview Library, 1 p.m. in Seattle.
That'll be interesting. We'll have to attend.
I can't get in here. You have to do it yourself. Your thing. Okay. Now, Sam, you're up next. So go ahead and just talk about yourself initially while I work on the other end of trying to get back onto Facebook.
I'm Samara, and I make equipment go bad. I had.
We might be attributing this failure to be on the air to Sam tonight. We don't know.
I'll take the fall.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. Yeah, about 4 years ago, I was practicing in the woods for competitive shooting, and my husband and I and a friend had a Sasquatch encounter. My husband and I had a 3-way telepathic conversation. And I didn't know that Sasquatch were telepathic until I reported it online and found out that there's hundreds and hundreds of people who've had telepathy with Sasquatch. And apparently, shortly after that, we had more experiences, and they followed me home and started to teach me how to heal people, and they helped to heal me. I had stage 3 kidney disease for 3 years, and then it was within normal range right when I was going in for a biopsy for my pre-op. It was normal range for the first time right after 2 Sasquatch came out in the day. After I asked for their help. And anyway, it's been a journey for me. I've been learning all sorts of new words, chakras and stuff like that. And then, my husband Kevin interviewed Michael for Night Dreams Talk Radio a long time ago, and that's I got introduced to the UFO I Team, and I went out on my first night 6, and I actually saw a UFO with the beam light coming out of it and everything. It was crazy. So I just love to experience things and seem to attract fairies, orbs, UFOs, and Sasquatch. So, I guess if you want to put labels on it, psychic, and I don't know what else, empath, and I don't know, Bye.